So as the title says above, this is going to be my first card versus card video. Just to begin with, let me know in the comments of any cards that you'd like me to compare against. It makes it easier if they've got, say, similar ability or them used within the same way, such as, say, starters or certain grade 3s. But let me know what you. So I'm going to do this first one. This first one's pretty much a triple threat, but it doesn't involve Garmore, so we'll get rid of him. Basically, it's going to be about the grade 3s that get powerful when they get more power when they attack. So in this instance, we've got Holy Mage Manoi. Can't even pronounce its last name. Battlefield Storm Sargwar and Gigatech Destroyer. Now, what all these three do is when they attack, they have the opportunity of getting more power. So, depending on which suits you, I'm just going to go for this. Basically, you've got one that gets plus 2000 when it's boosted. This is for all. This, by the way, this video is for all clans that run pretty much this similar thing, or at least two of them. So you got one that gets 2000 if it's boosted by the same clan. You got one that gets plus 3000 when it attacks with a counterblast, or you've got one that gets 2000 when it attacks the Vanguard. Now, which one's better out of this is pretty much down to deck type. I'd say Sargamore is good if you know how to, for decks that don't need to rely a whole lot on counterblast and lack a bit of extra power. So in this instance, this type of card is probably best suited for think tanks, which they get in the starter deck that we'll eventually get Meteor Break Wizard. This one is probably the most this one in itself is probably the most versatile, where if you attack the Vanguard, it's always going to get plus 2000, so that's never going to change. So if you want consistency, but that's in the case of always attacking the Vanguard, then you best go in with the type that gets 2000 from attacking the Vanguard. If you run a deck that can summon a lot of back row, i.e. gold and raw paladins, this is probably one of the better ways to go, because you'll always have this most of the time boosted by something if you got it out. But in my personal opinion, having played all three now, having tested all three, this is for my gold paladin build, which I'll get up eventually once I've got all the cards, because it's proxied at the moment. I actually prefer running the Sargamore clones, where you can counter, because it's only one, the Counter Blaster 1, and that extra 1000 can help, especially when it gets boosted up to 21 potentially with say a Garrett behind it, or any equivalent that's got this type of card. But that's my own opinion about it. So, like I say, let me know what you guys think, which type is better, or your opinions about it, with a comment or video response. Not video, well, yeah, whichever you want, and leave me options for card versus card, and I'll do that one next week if I can for next time. So I'll see you again.